Good evening, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome back to the Josh and Artemis Show.
Welcome back, guys. Thanks so much for joining us again. Happy Friday, as Artemis has said. Didn't actually realize this. I mean, we should have realized it, but it's been 1 month today since Charlie Kirk was assassinated or murdered. So we're going to be discussing that. How we're feeling, how our feelings have changed, what's changed in the story, where we're kind of at with this story with Charlie Kirk and what's happened. So we'll bring you that. Also, Josh Hammer has responded to Candace Owens, which not many people have been talking about, but he did put out a half an hour bid. I think it was half an hour.
Yeah, it was half an hour.
A half an hour response to Candace Owens. We're not going to bring you the whole thing.
No.
We'll link the whole thing in at the end and you can watch it in your own time, but we'll bring up a little snippet from his response to Candace and we'll discuss that too. Yeah.
But yeah, it's very long. So we'll just give you the highlights, guys. And as always, make sure you like and follow us on X for those watching, and for everybody watching on YouTube, like and subscribe. It does help support the show, and we do appreciate it.
For sure, guys. Yeah, so we'll discuss this Candace Owens and Josh Hammer kind of feud, I guess. That's what you'd call it. So we'll share our screen. First, what we'll do, in case you aren't really aware, we'll play you what Candace Owens said about Josh Hammer on her show from a couple of days ago. And then we'll play you what Josh has responded as well.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk about it, of course. So, yeah, let's play.
Josh Hammer, for weeks after the assassination of Charlie Kirk, Josh Hammer obsessively and shamelessly accused people of lying, people of grifting, people of attempting to destroy Charlie Kirk's legacy. Charlie Kirk was his friend, he claimed rather maniacally. Charlie never once flinched on the topic of Israel. He died just loving Israel. It was like, are you kidding me? That's all he cared about. Check out just some of these tweets, by the way. This is a collage. We just don't have all day here to gather crazy Josh Hammer tweets, but you get the idea. There is a repulsive op right now to hijack Charlie Kirk's legacy. There is a repulsive op right now desecrating Charlie's memory by trying to posthumously convert him to Groyperism. Can't believe there's something known as Groyperism. I was given access to this letter a few months ago, and I read it at that time. Tucker, Candace, and other bad faith actors are lying through their teeth about Charlie and Israel. Candace Owens and other grifters, you get that back up for a quick second. Candace Owens and other grifters are trying to posthumously rewrite and hijack the legacy of the great Charlie Kirk to further their patently evil ends. There has been a repulsive op. The reality is simple. Charlie was a bridge. Like, it's weird that he keeps repeating that sentence. Like I said, maniacal, obsessed. And of course, in the comfort of his own derangement and with the full support of the press and the silence of Charlie's other quote unquote friends, Josh was really acting the part of a true Pharisee. He was certain that the truth would not rise again. He was so confident that he had killed it and that he could himself hijack the legacy of Charlie Kirk. Except the truth did kind of rise again. It kind of always does rise again. And the world now knows that Josh Hammer had personal, intimate knowledge that Charlie's views were changing. He lied about the Hamptons meeting. I've told you the truth from day one. Seth Dillon and Josh were personally upset with Charlie's defiance against the state of Israel. Seth Dillon was the more vocal of the two parties in the Hamptons, as I said, in terms of actually pressing Charlie, but both of them were upset about the way that they saw his viewpoints shifting. And Tucker was therefore correct at Charlie Kirk's memorial. It was definitely the correct analogy when he spoke about these sorts of individuals who plot and lie and think that they are going to be successful in, well, murdering the truth in the story of Jesus Christ. Take a listen.
Okay, that's it. So I think there's another clip of Candace Owens calling him filth or something, which we've got in the bookmarks as well. If you go back onto our bookmarks, I guess. Yeah, bookmarks.
Right. Have a look here. This?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
policy,
yeah, it is. Yeah. Okay, let's bring that up.
That is less.
So this is later on in her show. So this is what
this is another show.
Okay, yeah, but this is what Josh Hammer's responding to effectively in his response to Candace Owens, which we'll bring you next. But this is why he's replying to her. So let's play it.
You have to be someone that is, or maybe rather someone that is possessed by something that is less than human, subhuman, to do that. There's no humanity in you. That is why I named Josh Hammer. I believe he is a deeply disturbed man. Filth. Okay? Absolute filth. I don't understand it. I can't comprehend it. Whatever that is that lives in him does not live in me. There's no truth in him. Obviously, there is no truth in Josh Hammer. I know we won't get answers from you, but let me promise you that if I get a text message to the effect that you were somehow involved in him feeling anxiety the day before, if you did something that gave him anxiety in that way, I will release it instantly. There will be no place that you can hide. You have to be someone that is, or maybe.
Yeah.
So that's Candace, right? Now let's play Josh.
Yeah.
So yeah, like we were saying, guys, this is just a very small snippet from a half-hour show which he did responding to Candace Owens' claims. So we're not obviously going to play half an hour of this. We'll play a snippet.
Yeah, it was quite long.
But you'll get the idea from this snippet of how the whole thing went. So yeah, we'll play this.
Got this comment. On his show today, Josh Hammer confirms that he is exploring legal action against Candace Owens. I hope he bankrupts that sick fuck. Jesus Christ.
Oh, the drums.
Yeah.
The
It's
drums.
never ending, is it? All right.
Okay.
What's going on here?
Just press play.
You are a sick, twisted woman, Candace Owens. I sincerely hope your husband, George, and his esteemed family see you for what you are and get you the help that you so desperately need. I hope that Brigitte Macron bankrupts you with her defamation lawsuit. We are certainly already looking into legal action on our end as well. And you are just the worst of the worst.
That's it. That's it.
You are a sick, twisted.
Yeah, I mean, you get the gist. So basically, they are pursuing, or Josh is pursuing legal action against Candace Owens because of the stuff we just played you. So basically, Josh is kind of hurt. If you actually watch the whole show, which he did, he feels that Candace Owens has implicated him into Charlie Kirk's murder because of those texts.
Yeah.
Effectively. Which that's what she wasn't doing. She said it looked suspicious. That's what she said. It looked suspicious, I think she said, right?
But she definitely didn't say.
No, she didn't say.
So this is proof that Josh Hammer was involved in the assassination, not whatsoever.
No.
So I don't think he actually has a case.
No, and I don't think he's going to actually do it as well.
I think it's just like a threat.
It's a little threat, yeah.
Like, what do you think Candace would say? Come at me. I think like what she said wasn't any
defamation,
like anywhere near it. And, she didn't say that he was involved. So yeah, the texts don't look great, but that doesn't mean that he was actually involved in it.
No.
No.
I mean, we talked about those texts on the show. I would need to see a mountain of proof to implicate this guy in the murder of Charlie Kirk. I don't think he was involved at all. I just think it was just funny timing, I guess, with the tweets. I'm going to give Josh the benefit of the doubt for sure.
Yeah, I don't think he was involved.
No. I would need to see a lot more proof for that to happen.
There would need a lot more evidence.
Yeah.
To that effect.
But it's kind of a non-story, I guess, guys. I mean, we just wanted to bring it up because it is kind of in this Charlie Kirk assassination world. And it is another piece to add to the list of stuff which we've been dealing with for the past month now.
I can't believe it's
which
been
has been
month.
Crazy. It's been a whole month since Charlie Kirk was killed.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, what's your thoughts and feelings about it all? I guess since it happened, how have things changed for you?
Well, I think things have changed a lot. Like, when we did our first stream after his assassination, it was, within a few days of it happening. We barely had any information. We only knew about Tyler Robinson. There was no other like real details. In those first few days of him being assassinated, that was the first time I even knew what Eric Kirk looked like. I didn't even really know much about his wife and like family. I knew he had a family, of course, but like that was the first time really I got to kind of see into that a little. Everybody just assumed that it was Tyler. You saw the old man first getting arrested. Like everybody's like, oh my God, they already caught him. And then they realized, no, that was just a decoy. The real guy was on the roof. Oh, it's Tyler Robinson. Oh, we've taken him into custody. He, what's it called? Confessed to his father, blah, blah, blah. All of that allegedly is not even true. Like there's been so many things. Then people started analyzing on the internet what the 30-06 would do to a person or even a few animals, even to steal. Like the story and the narrative has like crumbled, in my opinion. Like there's been so much that's happened in the last month. And then the bomb that Candace dropped the other day that we covered, that was yesterday, where indeed the bullet didn't necessarily go through. It broke into fragments, and they still haven't actually said what kind of bullet it was, but it definitely wasn't a rifle. Like we've had so much going on, and then that stuff about Israel and the ties to that church, Dream City Church in Arizona, where they put all the events at TPUSA. And just so many strange links and connections. And then that'll lead us to our next part of the show of what TPUSA has just announced as well. Like there's been a lot in this past month, and I don't feel like anybody's had a time to like really breathe through it. Like it's been kind of one thing after another. And then also just everything else going on within America and the world. And there's been so much to cover, and the Epstein files got sealed the same day that Charlie Kirk was killed. Like a lot of things that kind of just blew over. That quick instance where Pam Bondi said that they wanted what was it about hate speech?
Well, she was discussing hate speech law. Like she was floating
laws.
the idea about hate speech laws. Yeah.
Sorry. So I just feel like it's been one thing after another, and just how much TPUSA and I don't know, the brand of Charlie Kirk has just changed. And in my opinion, kind of gone way downhill. So I think that's also kind of really sad because that's something he's worked on since he was 18 years old. And I don't think it's the same, and I don't think it'll ever be the same. So that's been kind of just really sad to see as well. There's just been a lot. It's so much to process.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, my thoughts have changed throughout this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, if you went back and looked at our shows from a few weeks ago now, because we basically took effectively a 2-year break from YouTube, and streaming, and then
like a year and a half.
Yeah, like a year and a half to 2 years, and then that Charlie Kirk news happened, and we're like, look, we need to talk about this. We need to start talking about this. So we did, and if you go back and look at our shows, you'll see our thoughts were completely different to what they are now.
Yeah.
Because like I was saying on the show, yesterday, everyone was in a state of kind of anger at the time. I know I was angry. And, my thoughts about Charlie Kirk, my thoughts about Tyler, my thoughts about the reaction from like Donald Trump and JD Vance in particular. At the time, I was fully on board with what JD Vance especially was saying. He was saying he doesn't want any unity, and all this kind of thing. And if you go back and look at our shows, we literally agree with him.
Yeah.
But
Now we don't.
But now, a month later,
no.
I know I was wrong in saying that. You know, and that's what happens, because when you're in those, you know, when something like this happens and everyone's in a state of kind of confusion and anger, I guess these people can manipulate you to further their agenda. And it feels like, to me, that's what's happened with this whole Charlie Kirk thing. This event, I don't know who's done this. I don't think it's Tyler, but you know, I just don't, based on the evidence that we have now, based on everything we've seen and everything the official story has presented. I genuinely don't think this is Tyler.
No.
Whether he gets convicted or not is another story. They might convict him anyway. You know, the way things are going, it feels like they're trying to get a conviction. They're trying to get this, you know, it feels like they want this wrapped up in a nice bow, effectively a rainbow colored bow. Really.
Yeah.
You know, they really
Keep it a
want
narrative.
Yeah, they really want this tied into the left. They want this tied into the trans stuff. They want this tied into the Antifa stuff as well. It just feels like all the pieces are being aligned to kind of paint this story, but that's what Tyler was. But to me, when you actually look at the evidence, there isn't any actual proof which we've seen, which convicts Tyler beyond a reasonable doubt. No. And that's what we've all got to remember. Is there a reasonable doubt in this case? Yes. Of course there is. There's definitely a reasonable doubt that he didn't commit this crime. So to me, you know, it's going to be interesting how it plays out. But I think what's also happening with this, like I was saying before, you know, the powers that be in the United States, I'm talking about Trump, I'm talking about Turning Point too. You know, they've kind of used this momentum, you know, they've used the reaction from Charlie Kirk's death to further their own brands, if that makes sense. And yeah, we'll bring you this little post we saw today from them. From them as well. So let's bring this up.
What's this one? Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. So you've probably seen this, guys, but Turning Point. So this was on October the 9th, so it was yesterday, yeah. So huge announcement. It's true. Turning Point USA is thrilled to announce the All-American Halftime Show. So this is in response to, I guess, what's that guy's name? The guy who everyone's pissed off about, who's going to be the halftime.
Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Or something.
Because, yeah, so everyone's annoyed at the fact that that guy is going to be performing at the halftime show at the Super Bowl. So TPUSA have decided to take it upon themselves to do their own halftime show. Now, I don't really know what to feel about this, because it feels like, to me, since Charlie Kirk's died, they've done anything but talk about his assassination. They've done anything but try and find the truth as to what actually happened in this story. The only time they've ever responded, from what I can remember, is when Candace Owens has presented some sort of a receipt to counter their own story. That's the only time they've ever done that. So can you imagine if anyone didn't have those receipts, or if there wasn't somebody trying to counter what they're saying? They probably wouldn't have talked about it, right?
Yeah.
They probably wouldn't have talked about it.
And Tyler probably would be convicted and already given the death penalty.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's the one who did it.
No.
I don't think so at all. Because, well, the whole narrative doesn't even make sense anymore. And we've gone through it so many times on the show. The text messages exchanges between him and his quote, quote, boyfriend, lover, tranny, furry, whatever, don't make any sense and are clearly not real. And there's just too many holes to the story. If he was the actual killer, the pieces would fit. And right now it's like none of the pieces fit. really. So,
well, that news from Candace Owens last night kind of blew the whole thing apart for me when she said, she has it confirmed from multiple sources now that the bullet which we were told, which was the 30-06 bullet, that wasn't the one what killed him. There wasn't even any of that mentioned in the autopsy report.
I mean, is anybody surprised? Like, really, though?
And he was apparently shot from the front, not the back, which, again, destroys the FBI story because, we were told that the shot was from the back.
No.
And, yeah, on the roof.
The roof?
Yeah.
Wasn't the roof in front of him?
No.
Oh.
No. So he was shot from the front with a different gun.
Yeah, a much smaller bullet, obviously.
A much smaller bullet because the bullet was in his body.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the 30-06 bullet, which we've been told by the FBI was the bullet. So that...
But yeah.
So, I mean, that pretty much confirms that Tyler isn't the shooter then. If that's true, what Candace Owens is saying, and I'm sure it is true.
Well, she has proof. And I don't think she would actually say that. Based on everything she's already put out there, I don't imagine that she's saying this without any proof.
I think it's true. But that would mean that Tyler isn't the shooter then.
Yeah. So why is he still in custody?
And this is what I'm saying. It just feels like, because the FBI clearly know this as well. They've seen the autopsy report. They know what's going on allegedly behind the scenes as well. But they're choosing to put out this false story.
And now TPUSA is doing their own halftime show.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really know what to make of this. How long have they been planning it for? Because Bad Bunny was only released, like, I don't follow NFL or anything, but obviously when it was trending, I saw it. But that was released since Charlie Kirk's assassination, correct? I'm pretty sure. So, like, when did they start planning this? I would be curious to know that.
I mean, they probably just announced it, and then when's the Super Bowl? I think it's in like 4 months.
February. So February 8th.
Yeah, so in like 4 months. So they've got 4 months to plan it all effectively.
Yeah.
They probably just announced it.
People beware of actually signing up to it. If you've watched our show yesterday, because here you could put your name, your email, your phone number, your state and zip code.
They'll be selling your data to who, guys, for sure.
This is pretty funny.
Because they've shown that they've already done that.
What kind of music? Anything in English. Because I guess Bad Bunny only sings Spanish music. I don't listen to him, so I don't know.
Anything in English, Americana, classic rock, country, hip hop, pop, or worship. What's worship?
Worship. Like Christian music.
Okay, Christian rock kind of music. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, like yeah. But yeah, and if you're signing up for texts, because remember what we put up on the other streams, guys, or if not, go rewatch our shows from like yesterday, the day before yesterday, or at least this week. Because they are part of a bigger company, Superseed Technologies, that operates multiple different apps that have been selling data to Israel, confirmed. And Israel is using that data to target people around the churches in like 5 different states. And they're using it to target pro-Israel content. And they're going to keep doing it. There was a FARA registration. We've been through all of it, so we won't get into it too much tonight. But we did go through it on our previous shows. And so if you're going to sign up to this, I'm just putting out that little warning that they'll probably also start tracking you. As soon as I saw this sign up thing, I'm like, and of course a donate. I just noticed that. Donate. We're done playing defense. We're taking the American culture war to the main stage. Oh, I didn't click on this before.
Yeah, let's read it.
One night, one message, one shot to show the world what American still stands for. faith, family, freedom, and football.
Yeah, but it's not for football, is it? Okay, it's not football. This is what annoys me about Americans as well. It's not for football.
All right.
Okay?
Well, in this case, it is.
You play it with your hands.
I
right?
know.
It's futuristic rugby, is what it is. It's rugby with body armor on. That's literally what it is. It's rugby with body armor on,
All right.
and it stops every 5 minutes.
Americans love NFL, so they'd probably come at you with something for that.
I'm joking, guys. You can enjoy the footballs, as they like to call it, as much as you want. Yeah.
This is the line in the sand. No retreat, no apologies, not 1 inch more. No woke garbage, just truth, just freedom, just America. Let's make Charlie Okay. Let's make Charlie proud by winning the American culture war on the biggest stage yet.
See, I mean,
like I
it's cringe.
That honestly, it made me angry. Fuel the fight, fuel the show, or fund the show. Let's make this loud. They have millions of dollars. They don't need people to fund it.
They have made tens of millions of dollars in the last month.
Make your gift to Turning Point USA through the secure form below. Sure it is.
Minimum donation $25 minimum.
100,000 or other.
Who would donate $100,000? You know,
I can't believe those are options. Like,
who would
they're
donate
talking
100?
about the average American. I'm sorry. Like, I know I don't just have 100,000 sitting in the bank that I could donate and not miss either. Like, who are they? I don't know, but they also could fund this themselves, but whatever.
Of course. Of course. Erica could, his wife could fund it easily.
Yeah, with the money that people already donated, but whatever.
Again,
anyway,
it just leaves a bad taste for me.
I really don't like this line. Let's make Charlie proud. Like this. Anyway, like I don't agree with that, but
no, but
whatever. The point is that they are going to be the halftime show.
Let's read the
I don't know
comments.
where they're planning to be this. You are a Trojan horse organization. I already liked it. I will be watching for sure. Can't wait to watch it, Bobby. Now that's what I call a distraction from the Epstein files. That's a good one. A good one. It's going to be 100% Jewish. If Creed isn't headlining, then we don't want it.
I mean, there's been multiple posts they've done, and people.
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know. So I was like, I don't know who those people are.
But I mean, there's so many comments on all of their posts now, and they're literally just saying, why aren't you talking about Charlie Kirk's assassination? Mm-hmm. Why are you doing this? We don't care about the halftime show. We don't care about who's on your fucking show. Okay? We want to know the fucking truth. We don't give a shit. We don't give a shit if Andrew Colbert's going to do a 3-hour stream tomorrow. We don't give a fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
Like it's just that, like, read the room, guys. It feels like they're incapable of reading a room at the minute. Yeah. Asking for donations for people. Like Brian was saying the other day on Redacted, they're asking for donations at the memorial service. They're acting. It's like, stop doing this. Like, it's not a good look. I mean, I don't know who your PR team is. I don't know who your marketing team is, but
yeah, you need to get a new team.
But maybe get a new one, because they're not doing a good job, guys. I used to work in that field for around 10 years. And trust me, they're not doing a good job. Yeah. It's not a good look.
You guys turned the Charlie Kirk Memorial into a halftime show.
Yeah,
it's true.
That's literally what it is. That's literally what they did with the Charlie Kirk Memorial. It was like the Charlie Kirk fireworks show.
And this comment, are you guys going to let Israel scan the entire stadium's phones again? Because as we mentioned, this ties into what I said before about selling the data to Israel. They were geofencing the area of the State Farm Arena where the memorial was. And there was over 277,000 people. And that included the people who were just outside, who didn't get tickets, who were just in and around the arena. And they all started getting ads and text messages and requesting for requests for donations saying it was from Erica Kirk, asking for money and support. And like, so, and people were outraged by it and saying, like, how did they get this information? What happened here? But even if you just download the app, like that information will get sold. So that's why I'm saying to watch it. Watch where you put your information.
I don't trust these people. It's pretty obvious now, but they're very shady. And like we said before, I mean, the TPUSA and the origins of TPUSA are very suspect as well, which we're trying to get Brian on the show, the journalist who's been doing some great work on this.
Yeah.
So we're going to try and get him on the show at some point to go into this in more detail, because there's a lot of stuff about TPUSA, but which maybe people don't really know about, or maybe it's kind of been forgotten about over the past few years. So I think it's important to kind of go back into history sometimes and go over things and remind people of the origins of certain things. And when you actually look at the history and the origins of TPUSA, it is very sus. It's very sus, guys. It really is.
Yeah, it really is.
Very sus.
But,
anyway.
Yeah. So on a final note, it was announced today. Today? Yeah, today.
Yeah.
That President Trump will award Charlie Kirk the Presidential Medal of Freedom posthumously on what would have been his 32nd birthday on October 14th next week. So that's next Tuesday. Yeah. Oh, I thought it was just like a collage. Sorry. I was going to do that. So yeah.
Yeah.
That's what he'll be getting on Tuesday. There was rumors about that when he died, so I suppose now it's confirmed. That's
still crazy what's happened to me.
I know.
You know, when like I'm seeing him there.
I know.
Someone killed him. Like someone's killed him. It's not Tyler.
It's not Tyler.
It's not Tyler. Someone else is out there.
Someone else has done
the
this.
real killer is still out there, guys. That's how I see it. The real killer is still out there.
It's looking more and more like some kind of psyop or something. It definitely, I don't believe it was just a random person. Not with everything else that's come out, but who knows? To be determined, because we don't actually know. No. But my suspicions based on everything we do know is it wasn't just a coincidence or an accident. You know, this was coordinated, this was planned, this was very methodical. And I do believe that there was several decoys that day on purpose. People on the roof, the old man pulling his pants down with child porn on his phone miraculously. You know, probably others as well. There was that's what I wanted to bring up, was that clip of that guy, but I don't know what to search for it right now, and our bookmarks is like flooded. But the guy when he was being interviewed, and then that other guy shoves him off.
Oh yeah, I think a few people talked about that yesterday. We'll bring it up on Monday. Monday.
But anyway, so you know, people even who are trying to speak out. Did you see the clip? Sorry, did you see the clip of the guy who was asking the question at the time? There's footage of the guy who was asking the question to Charlie at that time.
Oh and yeah, he was
rehearsing.
Yeah, he was
like rehearsing and going like this and like like that, and then goes and asks the question and reacts the exact same way.
Yeah.
Like, so this is what I mean. Like, don't tell me that this was just a random thing that nobody knew was going to happen. Like, that there's so many pieces that are missing, but also that all point to that this was planned and this was very well coordinated within the crowd, within the venue. Like, I don't believe it was just some random person who decided and woke up one day and said, I'm gonna go to this event and kill Charlie Kirk. Like,
And
I don't
then-
think somebody just randomly woke up and did that.
And then I'm going to lay out my entire plan in texts.
Oh, I'm not even just talking about Tyler, just anybody. I don't think somebody just randomly woke up one day and was like, yeah, I'm going to do this in a crowd. I definitely won't get caught. But there'll be so many decoys. Yeah, they'll take Tyler into custody. Like, I'm not buying it. This was coordinated. And they are trying to pin it on Tyler because it fits the narrative that he had like a tranny boyfriend who's into like some fetishes or whatever. Allegedly, like we don't even really know much about Tyler and his boyfriend / roommate Lance. Like there's no real information. There's no social medias to check in on. Like, so
Well,
I don't even really know what to believe of that either.
Correct me if I'm wrong. But didn't something came out about the Discord servers, and Discord had to come out and respond to it, saying that they've got nothing.
Yeah, that it was all managed by Lance.
Yeah.
Which is the boyfriend / roommate.
Yeah.
So there was nothing actually linked to Tyler.
That's
which
what I'm saying.
again, then why is he still in custody? If he's the lead suspect, but there's no actual evidence pointing to him, why is he in custody?
Because they're trying to get a conviction.
Of course,
but
but can his parents not say like there's no evidence? What evidence do you have to support this?
Because that's just he said, she said stuff. There's no way that just because his parents said he didn't do
No, I'm just saying if somebody's pressing them, if he's being held in custody, they can only hold somebody in custody for so long if they don't have actual evidence.
Well, they do have some evidence. They found his gun.
In the forest.
They found his fingerprints on the gun. But as we know now,
yeah, well, it's his gun.
Yeah.
So of course it would.
Yeah, and this is what I'm saying. They've got certain things which are allowing him. Sorry, I'm allowing the FBI to keep him in custody because they've got a weapon there. But as we know from yesterday's show with Candace Owens, that wasn't the gun what killed Charlie. You know, so
yeah,
it's very strange, guys. It's really strange. But I guess we'll keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
But we'll leave it there for today. A bit of a shorter show today because I'm not well, to be honest. I've got an ear infection, one earache.
I have a migraine.
Apologies for disclosing that, but yeah,
I'm very glad
that it's
the weekend.
I'm not feeling good today,
but we pushed through it. We persevere.
Yeah,
we still wanted to bring you guys this information and wish you all a great weekend
for sure. But we'll be back on Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern. As usual, but enjoy the weekend. Switch off. We're going to be deleting X for the weekend, so we're going to be completely switching off on all this crap.
And 20 Canadians watching, happy Thanksgiving and enjoy the long weekend. We'll be back Monday. We do go live Monday to Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. And we appreciate all the support, all the comments that people leave. We always read them and reply. So make sure you like this show. If you're watching on X, just like it. Retweet it, give us a follow. We appreciate it very much. If you're watching on YouTube, just like and subscribe, of course. And we'll see everybody Monday.
Take it easy, guys. Have a good weekend.
Take it easy.